This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, we talk with State Representative Tara Toohill about the news of United Rehabilitation Services closing in Hazleton and what the government and community are doing to help the clients. Good evening and thank you for joining us at FYI. I'm Ken Cara. We start with headlines from FYI News 13 and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. Hazleton police are investigating a death. Police have not yet released any details. It happened in the area of South Cedar and Chestnut Street in Hazleton on Wednesday night. State Police and the Luzerne County Coroner's Office are assisting. For more information as it comes out, as it becomes available, go to standardspeaker.com. FBI agents and state police troopers searched Schuylkill County Clerk of Court Stephen M. Lukács Jr.'s office on Wednesday. The search was part of an investigation into alleged misappropriation of public money. Officials obtained a search warrant, searched the office for 3 hours, then left with several carts full of boxes, documents, and other items. The office is now locked. No charges have yet been filed against Lukács, who was scheduled to resign today. Yesterday, FYI told you about the decision to close United Rehabilitation Services, or URS. Last night, it just so happened that URS was holding its regular meeting with the county in Hazleton. State Representative Tara Toohill, a staunch supporter of URS, was at the meeting. I talked with her today about the news.
Well, it was terrible news on Easter, and no one was expecting to get this letter yesterday. And the clients, the disabled people that work at URS, they found out yesterday right at work that they may be closing on June 18th. So it was a really hard day. There were a lot of tears, there was a lot of anger, a lot of frustration. So I went there to be with the families and be with the clients, the disabled folks, to talk to them about what we're trying to do and where they're going in the future. And this meeting was a regular county meeting that they have, and Human Services for the county, Jim Davis and Dave Schwilly, they have been extremely helpful. And their role basically is, if URS is going to close, the county has to step in and provide services for each of those disabled individuals. So that's what a lot of last night was about, information for them.
Representative Toohill explained that Judy D'Onofrio, a volunteer with URS for 30 years and a member of the advisory board, explained that a group of local people are considering the possibility of buying the Hazleton URS building and keeping it open.
Well, last night there was a group in the community that they are going to be able to fundraise, and they're looking at options if maybe they could create a URS Hazleton that would be separate and would be able to provide those same services. So we're exploring those options. We're exploring other agencies that are here already existing, if they would be able to step in. But last night, the biggest thing that was voiced was these clients, I mean, some of them have worked there for 20 years, 30 years. They're a family. These disabled folks, they live and breathe URS. They love working together. So they want to stay in a Hazleton location, and they want to be together as a family.
Yesterday's announcement was triggered by a $1 million shortfall in the operation of the 3 URS locations.
It is a business. URS is a business with employees. I feel that they should have treated the employees better. You can't tell disabled employees that they're losing their jobs on Easter in a letter. So it's a tough situation, but that's a CEO of a business. That's a paid CEO with a salary that has a board of directors that is in control of what that CEO and that business does. So we as the state and the county are trying to work around that and make sure that these disabled individuals get the care that they deserve.
Toohill says anyone interested in helping URS can contact her office. If you've been looking for a place to dispose of those old electronics, the City of Hazleton has an answer for you. The city will host the first of 2 electronic recycling programs on Saturday, May 3rd from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. All electronic and computer devices with a plug, including TVs and computers, appliances, metal, car batteries, non-PCB, and bundled cardboard and newspapers will also be accepted. Most items will be accepted at no charge, with the exception of big tube TVs that can be disposed of for a $20 fee. There will be no charge for flat screen TVs. Computer monitors will be accepted at no cost at Staples in West Hazleton. Items that will not be accepted include smoke detectors, light bulbs, and batteries. The recycling event is open to all residents of the greater Hazleton area. A new business is inviting cigarette smokers to come in, crumble up their packs, and try some of their e-cigarettes. Atomic Vapors retail store and e-liquid tasting bar held a ribbon cutting this morning. Here's the deal, smokers. If you go in, crumble up your pack of smokes, you get a discount on your first purchase. But you don't have to be trying to quit smoking to stop in and enjoy.
Atomic Vapors is an electronic cigarette store and lounge. Pretty much people can come in anytime they want when we're open. They can hang out, test all the liquids that we sell. They can try and kick the habit of smoking. We actually have a lot of parents that call. They'll come in if they're buying liquid for their kids. It's only 18 and over, but a lot of the parents enjoy the fact that the kids are here. They're not out doing anything else. That and they're quitting smoking. So that's the best part about it.
These are older kids. It's not like they're coming and buying it for their high school. These are
I call them kids,
18,
yeah. I call them kids because I'm older than them, but they're all. It's only 18 and over. We don't service anybody under the age of 18.
Atomic Vapors is open on Wednesdays from 1 until 8, Thursday and Friday from 4 to 10, and Saturday from 12 until 10 p.m., and on Sunday from 12 p.m. until 5 p.m. Here's what our media partner, the Standard Speaker, is working on for their Friday edition. A special event is being planned. It is called Record Store Day. They'll have details and find out who submitted a resignation to the North Schuylkill Board of Education. You can read all about it in Friday's edition of the Standard Speaker. Coming up on FYI, we'll talk to a local priest about a special event taking place on Good Friday in the city of Hazleton. And in sports, we'll meet a local woman who's running the Boston Marathon on Monday.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
We're in your community here on FYI each and every Thursday. We're at Drama in Motion, and today we're with Melissa, and she is the gymnastics instructor here. And thanks for joining us on this community-related event. Can you tell us about looking at safety? We're going to break down safety in a couple areas.
Okay. The first thing you should look at is when you come into the studio, look how the students are acting around the other instructors. Are they sitting down? Are they running around the classroom, which you definitely do not want? Look at the older girls. Do they wear knee braces or wrist braces? That could be a sign of improper technique being taught by the instructors.
You did a great job with the Miss Greater Hazleton Scholarship Program with the Children's Princess Camp, and I know you had a lot of different ages to work with. So what kind of safety do you have to look for when you're dealing with certain ages mixed together?
From the youngest one to the oldest one, it's all basically the same. General knowledge of what they're doing. As they go up through the ranks and advance through their tricks, they should know the basic ABCs. Where their foot placement is their turnout correct? In gymnastics, there's a lot of ballet training throughout that.
So you're looking for injury safeties.
Injury is definitely something you do not want. You want your instructors knowledgeable from working with little kids and to the most advanced.
Okay, so next week, what are we going to learn about as far as safety is concerned?
Safety in the classroom itself and making sure your instructors have the knowledge to teach the little ones through the advanced.
All right, if you're at a school now, a dance school now, this is something that you could take into consideration as far as information to keep your kids safe. And if you're looking for a dance studio, Drama in Motion, you can call Joelle, and you can check out our segment each and every week here on FYI on Thursdays.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
Blue skies, they're smiling at me. I'd actually be a little freaked out if the sky smiled at me, but it's a good song. Now this blue sky should make you smile after the past few days we've had here in Northeast Pennsylvania. Here's FYI weather from the National Weather Service. Tonight will be mostly clear, low around 31. How about this for Friday? Mostly sunny, high near 51. Friday night, a slight chance of showers after 9 p.m., 20% chance, then mostly cloudy, low around 41. Saturday will be mostly sunny with a high near 54. Saturday night, mostly clear, low around 35. For Easter Sunday, mostly sunny, getting up near 60 degrees. Sunday night will be mostly cloudy, low around 40. And then for Monday, another really nice day, mostly cloudy, high around 63. Monday night, there's a 30% chance of showers with a low around 46. Tomorrow is Good Friday, and there's a fairly new tradition that goes on here in the city of Hazleton. It's a procession that brings the Stations of the Cross to life, and Lisa Sugart and the Reverend Dan Schwebs, an oblate of St. Joseph and an assistant pastor at Holy Annunciation Parish at St. Gabriel's Church in Hazleton, are here to talk about the event.
Tell people what exactly it is.
What it is the reenactment or following in prayer and spiritual devotion, the way of the cross, the journey of our Savior Jesus to Calvary, where he died on the cross. So we'll start with Jesus being condemned by Pilate, and we'll follow the 14 stations that hang in every Catholic church. It will follow those moments that Jesus walked to Calvary, his falling, his meeting his mother, meeting St. Veronica, Simon helping him carry the cross, and finally his death on the cross. So it's following the stations of the cross. This tradition came to especially Europe maybe around the Middle Ages, medieval times, or the 1400s, when Christians could not travel to Jerusalem anymore, because people would go to Jerusalem and follow the way of the cross. When they were no longer able to do that, they brought it into the churches, and people could, like every Friday during Lent, we have the Stations of the Cross. But this is a beautiful, beautiful tradition that was started by Father Victor Leon, who was the assistant pastor of St. Gabriel's, who Holy Annunciation, who works with the Hispanic community and with their faith and stuff. And so this is one of their projects that's really beautiful.
And it's very realistic.
Yes, they do a real a reenactment of the way of the cross. You know, like when they strike Jesus, you can hear them hitting him with the whips, and people crying, because first of all, it's very emotional. If you really, really follow it, and you go into your faith, it's really very deep, and people really, in their own way, experience that moment. And so it's beautiful, and you know, it's very nice.
And everyone is invited to come out this Friday then at noon.
Noontime it starts, just a block or so away from the church, and it comes to the church, and then they'll follow the route that they follow. I don't know exactly what streets, but they follow the route. They make their own route through the city.
Who's looking for plans for tomorrow night? Let's check out our community calendar. Tomorrow night is a night for Dementi's and the McDonald family. It's an all-you-can-eat pasta dinner, and you can eat in or take out. There will also be some sweet tricky trays there. For more information on community events, go to our Facebook page or website. And now, here's your Pennsylvania midday winning lottery numbers. The Daily 702, Big 4 1571, Quinto 57988, Treasure Hunt 5 7 11 12 22. Sports is next on FYI.
At PPL Electric Utilities, we take our environmental commitments seriously, from vegetation management to restoring streams in our neighborhoods. And we're happy to be celebrating two environmentally themed holidays in April, Earth Day and Arbor Day. Earth Day is on April 22nd, and we'd like to tell you how you can be more green that day and all year long. Visit pplelectric.com/epower to see some easy and inexpensive ways you can reduce your energy use. And a few days later is Arbor Day on April 25th. PPL Electric Utilities is proud to have received the Treeline USA Award from the National Arbor Day Foundation. The Arbor Day Foundation, in cooperation with the National Association of State Foresters, promotes the dual goals of safe, reliable electric service and abundant, healthy trees across utility service areas. The program seeks to promote best practices in utility arboriculture and public education. And if you're interested in planting a tree for Arbor Day, make sure it will have plenty of room to grow to full maturity. It also needs to be a compatible species for where it is planted. That includes how close it is to a power line. To find out more, visit pplelectric.com and search for planting near power lines. So this April, we'll hope you'll take some time to be more green, whether you're planting a tree, helping a neighborhood cleanup, or remembering to turn off the lights when you leave the room.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
There are two ways you can enter the Boston Marathon. You can qualify by time, or you can run for a charity. Stacy Mears from Drums picked Run for Research, a group that raises funds for the American Liver Foundation. Mears lost her grandfather to liver cancer and was happy to raise the money. Her husband is a huge Red Sox fan, and they were pumped for Patriots Day and the 2013 Boston Marathon. And then at 25.8 miles, volunteers told Mears she had to stop.
I asked some other runners like what was going on. No one knew anything. And then at the beginning of where we were actually stopped, there was all these volunteers, and they were wearing like a white or yellow coat. I don't remember which color, but they basically were the ones who told us exactly, you know, you have to stay put, you can't move. And then maybe about mind the time gap, I really don't remember, but I want to say maybe about 35 minutes later, they said, okay, there was a bomb at the finish line. Like, we found out that. Then maybe about 30 minutes more later, we found out, okay, we're diverting you. And then we found out, oh, we're not going to finish.
The night before the race, a lot of the runners, including Stacy Mears, were taking pictures near the finish line. Mears says she came close, but she never actually crossed the line.
I do remember even recalling when I was standing around, you know, we found out that, you know, people died. And that's when, you know, I burst into tears even more. And I was like, you know, leaning next to this one guy. He was trying to keep me warm. I was trying to keep him warm, like by warming each other's shoulders.
Mears formed friendships with many of the runners she was stopped with. A few months later, they received medals in the mail.
When I got it in the mail, first I couldn't even open it, and I know a lot of other runners in my situation were the same. I couldn't even open it. I let it sit there for probably 2 hours. I was thinking about it. I was like, you know, and then I was really thinking about, okay, should I open it?
Why didn't you open it? Why weren't people opening it?
Because it kind of solidified, you know, the ends of it. So I thought, okay, you know, I ran, I'm good, you know, I didn't need the medal. And then I opened it up and I was like, okay, you know, I burst into tears thinking of everything that happens, like all those emotions when I'm standing around, you know, even finding out about the 3 people who died during it, you know, it just all came together. It was so weird.
For the second time, Mears was ready to file away her Boston Marathon experience.
I basically tried to make it all positive. I didn't look into, you know, the end of it and, okay, I didn't finish. I looked into it, yeah, I made it, you know, I actually was able to accomplish something on my bucket list, running Boston, because not everyone can say, oh, I ran Boston. Mm-hmm. So I looked at it as, oh, it's a positive experience, because I'm not a big fan of negativity. So, you know, you have to always try and turn it into something positive.
In August, Mears and the other 5,699 runners who didn't get to finish the marathon got an email. It was an invitation to come back. It was Mears' chance to cross the finish line.
This year, it actually means a little more, because it's something that we're basically not letting, you know, a terrorist stop us, because we are strong. So, you know, with my support group on Facebook, you know, my Boston 700 strong group, you know, all of their support, and, you know, my friends and family even support, they're 100% all about it. They definitely want to see me actually cross the finish line this year instead of just make it to 25.8. So.
We'll check back in with Stacy next week after the Boston Marathon. Here's some big football news. Pottsville area will join the Anthracite League in 2016. Now, back in 2014, here's tonight's FYI Standard Speaker scoreboard. The Big HA boys tennis team is still unbeaten in tennis. They got the victory over Tunkhannock Crestwood. They beat Coughlin. In track and field, Wyoming Valley West got the best at Crestwood in the boys' meet, but C-Dubs girls got the victory. The Monoy boys, they beat Schuylkill Haven, and the girls took a loss. In softball, Tamaqua won, and Marion, their baseball team, was also victorious. Thursday is $1 burger night at Bottlenecks. Get a juicy 4th pound burger for only $1 all night long.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, the Hazelton Art League will be holding an opening reception on Saturday, April 26th from 5 to 7 p.m., featuring the work of Japanese photographer Taka Kobayashi. Don't miss this unusual exhibition from April 18th through May 11th. For more information, please call 570-817-1075. And finally, the Greater Wyoming Valley Audubon Society is offering scholarships for area students to attend nature camp during the summer of 2014 at Nescopec State Park. Full or partial scholarships are available. Applications are also available by calling 570-403-2006 or emailing nescopecsp@state.pa.us. Application deadline is May 30th. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Jane L. Spidell of Whitehaven. Funeral is Saturday at 10 a.m. from the Lehman Family Funeral Service. Friends may call Friday from 4 to 7 p.m. and Saturday from 9:30 to 10 a.m. John E. Sabulish of Drums. Arrangements will be announced by the John J. Pustai Funeral Home. Edward A. Nevedal Sr. of Hazel Township. Arrangements will be announced by the John J. Pustai Funeral Home. Gerald E. Click of Drums. Funeral is Saturday at 10 a.m. from the Harmon Funeral Home. Friends may call Friday from 6 to 9 p.m. Donna M. Generos of Hazelton. Funeral is Monday at 9:30 a.m. from the Furo Funeral Home. Friends may call Sunday from 6 to 9 p.m. Teresa Faye Jennings, formerly of Hazelton. No local services were announced. And Ernest R. Hutchins of Bedminster, New Jersey. Funeral is Friday at 12:30 p.m. in the Middlesex Funeral Home. Viewing is Friday from 11 a.m. to noon. Tonight's obituaries have been brought to you by the Smilax Floral Shop located on 15th Street in Hazelton. For delivery to all local funeral homes, call 570-454-0111. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Thomas Racho of Beaver Meadows. Thomas, if you're watching, give us a call right now, 570-459-9813 to win your free movie.
Tomorrow's a big day on FYI. It's Facebook Friday. You can win prizes, and we'll tell you about the 24-hour cold water challenge. Property owners at Eagle Rock are participating to support the San Filippo Foundation to help 2 local boys with the San Filippo syndrome. We'll see you then. Until then, take it easy, everyone.